do believe we shall overcome someday.
Hello guys, my name is Kata Hernandez. On spring break, a group of students attended a civil rights trip. We're here with the students to talk about their experiences. We can start with Monday, April the 6th, which was the day that we all went to Rockville. Can any of you talk about what happened that day?
That was day one. That was where it all started. Sort of like, where is this? Where are we gonna go? Where's this gonna take us?
That was day one, not knowing anyone. That was day one, waking up early to catch the bus.
I thought it was going to be a learning experience, but I didn't realize how fast it was going to go, just day after day.
The first day we got to know each other on the bus. We watched
movies. You didn't really have to do any work.
It was more like a relaxing day, I guess.
Yes.
But then the next day it was the first day. So, how can you describe the first day of work?
It was stressful because you have to come up with the idea.
Well, we've got to teach while doing it at the same time. So that's sort of like, how much do you teach and how much do you just say, okay, do this? So
let's talk a little bit about that. I know that all of you here have a different project and a different topic.
My project stemmed from like a basic what-if question. What if the civil rights movement hadn't happened? We talked to a lot of people at the different sites we went to and asked them various questions about what would happen if the civil rights movement hadn't happened. Where would we be today without it?
Okay, now we're going to take a look at I Don't Have a Dream project.
We face the difficulties of today and tomorrow. I still have a dream.
Yes.
It is a dream deeply rooted in the American dream. Yes. I have a dream.
Hi, my name is Samir Yudin. The American dream of equality and liberty has become a reality. Walking down the streets, we see a diverse yet united community that many take for granted. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once spoke of a dream that has shed tears and blood. What would America be like had this dream not bloomed? We went out to find the answer to this question.
Specifically in the United States, I think that African Americans in particular would not have gone as far as they have, and we probably wouldn't have an African American president today.
Well, I think we'd still become totally separate people. And I think it impacts the entire world because we're a world of many cultures, many people, many colors of skin, and hopefully the civil rights movement helped people in this country begin to change.
I believe there would be injustice and probably inequality because nobody would have stood up for it. The civil rights movement didn't just help African Americans, it helped everybody because it helped women, other workers.
It would be totally different. People would still be segregated and there would still be a lot of racially harming things going on and probably a lot of violence also.
I think it would still have a lot of strife between the different cultures, especially the whites and blacks in America.
Wow. I shudder to think about where I would be. I'm not so sure. I don't think I'd have the job or the position that I have. I can guarantee that.
I probably would be dead.
Probably in some segregated neighborhood, but I live in Washington, D.C., in a fairly integrated neighborhood.
I don't think I would have had the education and the opportunities that exist today for African Americans.
I believe their opinion is wrong, and I believe we have a constitution that says that we're created equal. We all have the same rights. We've just never lived it. I ascribe to that philosophy. So I believe they're wrong.
I can't say that they're right or wrong. My job is to defend the Constitution of the United States, and that's my stance. I have to defend that. So if it deals with human rights or legal rights or just the Constitution, that's what I'm here to support and defend. If it's in there, that's what I do.
I can't really say that their opinion is wrong because everyone has their own opinion, but what I can say is that one opinion is for the good of people and one opinion is not for the good of people. And whatever your opinion is, then I can't change it. I can just try to influence you to see my opinion the way I see it.
I believe they're wrong because we're all human beings and we all deserve the rights to be treated as human beings.
I think they are wrong because if they were to prevail and they were to succeed in how they feel, I don't think we could stand as a nation. I still think we have some people who want to be separated from in their view. I think that they eventually will not survive and may perish.
I believe that everybody's going to have different opinions, but I believe that regardless of your religious beliefs, regardless of your race, regardless of your education, everybody needs to be treated with respect. And during that time, very few people were treated with respect. They were looked down on and a lot of people were degraded. So I believe in that sense they're wrong because as a human being, I feel like you have a duty to treat everybody with respect. You need to be tolerant of people regardless of if you disagree with them. Everybody deserves and needs to be treated with respect.
Wherever we're going, I think we're going to go more unified and more understanding of each other.
I think the floodgates are open. I think we see that we can do anything we set our mind to as a country, as a nation. And I think we're going to continue to go there. I think the sky's the limit. We can do anything we want to do. We can achieve anything we set our minds to.
We are slaves to our own self-oppression. The Civil Rights Movement gave us the life we have today, but it's our duty to preserve our rights, not only as Americans, but as humans. We must fight as one nation, one people, one voice. As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, an injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere.
That was a really nice project. I want to ask you a question. What was it like to get people's opinions?
There wasn't anybody who was like, oh, civil rights shouldn't have happened. I think they appreciated that they were being asked about this and they really took time to really think about it and really answer these questions.
The first 2 days were extremely different from Wednesday. One of the things that we did was to go to the Rosa Parks Museum.
I thought the Rosa Parks Museum was pretty nice. It was a lot different than all the rest of the museums because it had like a screen, and then it would say advance forward to the next station, where it would show you the rest of the stuff. And they actually had kind of like a fake bus that you could get in, and you could just sit in the bus, and they would show exactly what happened for you.
It just showed like the commitment they had for it.
One of the other things that we did on Wednesday, we drove down to see the house of Dr. King. Can you tell us how you felt?
I definitely got the feeling when I was there, it was sort of like a he was here kind of thing. It's like this is where he stood, this is where this happened, which you don't really get to see in a lot of other places. It really resonated there.
You don't never think you'd ever get to be close to where your idols were, so in that moment it was just like a wow.
Thank you. Monica, what was your project about?
Our project was about the youth in the Civil Rights Movement. On the bus they showed a video and it was kind of youth-centered, so I didn't know that the youth played such a big part in the movement, so I wanted to explore that.
We're going to take a look at the youth of the Civil Rights Movement right now.